Okay, hello and welcome. My name is Magnus Soraka, and this is Woto TV. Now, yesterday I made a video which went viral, and that's it's just a slight perspective I threw on the case between VDM and the Falanas. And my comment stemmed from the interview granted by the SAN on Channels Television. And my immediate response was buoyed by anger and further strengthened by the situation of the country. So I made my comments on that. So having calmed down, the whole of today I've been bombarded with calls, different calls from US, from Italy, from Germany, within Nigeria. In fact, I can't count. In fact, over 100 calls today. But I was particular about two calls. Two calls. One call, in fact, it's my friend. If you see this video, no vex, but I have to say it because it goes to show how sometimes we too are contributory to the problem of this country. That he's not angry with me because Falana is his uncle, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, this is not about who is your uncle. It's not about Falana, it's not about Bobrisky, it's not about VDM. It's about a system. It's about a country in total peril. It's about a desire to see a country work. So, if we begin to put these sentiments in front, we can never get it right. Because if it's this one, I will say it's my brother. If it's that one, you will say it's your brother. That way, nobody is going to pay for anything. And we'll move in this vicious cycle that has continuously perpetuated the corruption in this country. So do not be offended that I made a case against Falana. I don't know him. Probably don't want to know him. Then, the other call I received was a guy trying to tell me that VDM will lose the case should the case go to court. Now, there's what we call cognitive dissonance. This is a situation where when our mind continuously becomes accustomed to a particular event, our brain begins to normalize it. And therefore we see it as normal. Now, because our judiciary is corrupt, we tend to be disillusioned about having favorable outcomes irrespective of whether we follow due processes or not. That is wrong. However, I was able to call my lawyer friend and said, what constitutes a defamation of character? What is it that constitutes a defamation of character? Now, for starters, for there to be a defamation of character, the purported statement must be untrue. That means the purported statement, that is the first criteria for there to be a defamation of character. The statement purported must be untrue. The purported statement must be untrue. I beg. Sorry. Don't call in now. I will open the line for calls. Bring the power bank. Don't call now. After the opening statement, we are going to call, but for now, don't call. The number to call in, okay, the numbers to call in, let me type the number to call in, will be, but don't call now until I finish the narrative. +234 901 5654732. Yeah. So, it's okay. So it was almost as if there are some people who are against very dark man who called me. Now, like as I was saying, sorry for the slight distraction. For there to be a defamation of character, the purported statement must be untrue. That is the first criterion. The second criterion will be that the said statement that is untrue must have a negative effect on the person claiming defamation. Now, when I called my lawyer friend, he said that actually, truthfully, the onus of proof, because I asked him, I said, in the case of VDM and Falana, somebody made a recording and somebody presented that recording in which the voice of the person who made the allegation is recorded. Who is defaming who? He actually said it is the person that made the record available legally. Okay. But should the person be able to prove that the statement contained in that recording is true, that means for purpose of justification, it is no longer defamation. So, the long and short of my conversation with my lawyer friend is that there will be no case of defamation of character if the actions contained in that recording is true. If it is established that, I'm not saying that the allegations contained in that statement is true. If it is established that the recording is real and that voice belongs to Bobrisky, the voice belongs to Bobrisky, the onus of proof now shifts from very dark man to Bobrisky. If you are a legal practitioner and you are following me, please, you can discredit my argument here or not and say it's not true. Please don't call in now. I'm using the phone as a Wi-Fi. If you are calling in, call only on WhatsApp. Don't call directly. If you call directly, you will disrupt the transmission. So, yesterday on Channels Television, Falana was reverberating, fuming that because he is chairing or he's heading a group of legal luminaries that have international status, he wouldn't want to condescend by going into legal litigation. All they want is an apology that meets his standard. An apology from VDM that meets his standard. Now let me tell you what an apology does. Let me tell you what an apology does. Once you apologize for something, it's technically an admission of guilt. Now, is an apology good? Fine. But since in this instance, it's going to take a legal tone, we are discussing, obviously with the way the whole thing have turned out, it's going to have, we are swimming in a legal pool. There's a legal smoke everywhere. So it would be dangerous for anybody to be tendering apologies. Now, it's just like Falz coming to say he's sorry for all the confusion that the case has brought to him and his fan. You see. Now, let me also go back to something I said yesterday in the video. I told Very Dark Man that the can of worms that he has popped open is a complex dynamic of a type of immorality that has defined our cultural society today. And perhaps it goes beyond the mere perspective of just pointing out names that are involved in this morality. It goes beyond that. So, what we see are different facets in the country that are indicators of how rotten the country has become for many years. That is our judiciary, our police, our army, our executive, our judiciary, our everywhere, including you and me. We are all contributory to the wrath in this so-called fabric that defines us as Nigerians. So, this case is not about entertaining ourselves because there is gossip to be heard. It's a moment that defines us if we can truly call ourselves Nigerians, if we can truly call ourselves a nation, if we can truly define ourselves as contemporary people as seen elsewhere in more responsible climate in developed worlds. So, some of us have not spent time to develop the rationality that our mind should ordinarily collect. We have lacked the inability to rationalize. The place of rationalization has been occupied by our biases that has been cooked up by our religious proclivities and tribal proclivities. Hence, we lack the ability to accommodate fairness, equities, and justice. Do I believe Nigeria can work? No. Do I believe it can work with the right leadership? Yes. Our problem is simply a problem of leadership. And when the head is corrupt, everything that comes underneath will definitely be corrupt. yeah, man. Some of us don't understand grammar. Sure, you get me? Anyway, jokes apart. Mr. Falana is on a threshold of ridiculing himself. VDM has nothing to lose. If they lock VDM, it no be big news. After all, he go wear in short knicker with that trouser. Where they tie rope, where they shokoto. Go wear in shokoto, can't take picture. It will be more content for his page. But if they put Falana for prison, it will be big news. It will be big news, Abi. So, I spoke and I said yesterday that it would have been best for Falana to remain silent. It would have died off naturally. Making that interview on Channels. Imagine if Shehu invites VDM to Channels Television. Imagine if VDM goes to that same Channels Television as a rebuttal. Right now, VDM, I know he's holding back because of whatever little respect he has left. I saw the video he made today regarding the Falana's response on Channels TV. So, when he throws away that respect, I trust you, believe me, God, Falana has a lot to lose. The Falanas are walking on thin ice. They are walking on thin ice. And I implore them to be careful, to be circumspect. Otherwise, the wrath, the worms in this can. They've laid egg. In fact, the yet of it all is not, we've not seen the rest of it all. Now, the other part that I want to say, it's okay to love your son. I love my son. I have 2 sons. God knows I love them. You touch any of them, I will show you what the love of a father is. I want them to grow up and become gentlemen. I want them to grow up and be neat. They speak in environment. They speak so maturely. They have wives. They get erection in front of women, you know. And those things that you see and you say, yes, this is my son in whom I'm well pleased. But I cannot be pleased in a son that involves himself in immorality. I cannot be proud in a son that is illiterate. I cannot be proud in a son that involves himself in questionable character. Judging from that interview alone, if I'm VDM, all I need to do is just replay everything on the channel's interview. Number 1, Falana, in your own submission, admitted there was indeed a communication between Bobrisky and Falz. So there was a communication. And the communication was a motion to seek for assistance of 3 million naira. You said it, the whole world heard it. We saw it, we listened to it. You understand? So there was, so if I have a friend, there must be, I'm not necessarily a sexual relationship. That's not what I'm saying. But there must be a deep relationship for me to call somebody to ask for 3 million naira as help. As I tell like this now, whoever I can call and say, give me 30K, about borrow me 30K, must be a very close friend. Even 10K self, 10,000, it must be a very close friend. So there must be a strong relationship. If I can have someone I can call to give me 100,000, that person must be influential, and that person must have a relationship with me to the point that he can give me 100,000. If I can have someone that can call me, that can give me 3 million naira, there must be a relationship. Now, what type of relationship, I don't know. Now, for you to say, Bobrisky, don't call me again, and you call the correctional service. Who is Bobrisky to the point that he should have access to the controller general of prisons to make calls to you? This is Bobrisky, for crying out loud, we are talking. He has no degree. He's somebody who just decided he has degree. Okay, then my wife correct me, he has a degree. Okay, he's somebody who we know was a riffraff who chose to change from, he first said he's a cross-dresser, but I saw an interview who said when he was a man and he wouldn't dream of becoming a man again. So he's a woman. Which is it? In one instance, you are a woman. In another instance, you are a man. In another instance, and see, there's a whole lot that is going on here. There's a whole lot that is going on here. And I advise Falana to be circumspect. To be circumspect means to be careful. Because the more you push it, yes, they may lock VDM. Yes, you might use the power of the law to twist it and give it a different narrative to the extent that VDM will be locked. But in the court of social media, in the court of the popular masses, your name has been destroyed. You have lost it. Even as it is, after that interview on channels, you have lost quite a lot of respect already. Already, you have lost quite a lot of respect, because from the calls I got yesterday, a lot of people were fuming and getting angry. So it is best you let, in fact, this will not be dog where they sleep safe. You let this dog lie. If the dog can go back to sleep again, it only time can cajole this dog to sleep. But for now, you have stirred the hornet's nest, and the only person that will undo you now is not VDM, is yourself. it's okay to defend a child, but not to the extent that you defend the child to, when we dey small, you defend the child to the point of him thinking you are supporting his corruption. When we were small in those days, maybe they catch us, go steal a kuli or they steal the peg. They come bring us, come say, Mama Magnus, your pikin can't carry kuli for my shop. In fact, from where they point you come, my mother don't enter you, they beat you. They beat you. Why? Because you have brought shame to her in the first place. You have brought shame to her. At that point, she's not looking at the fact that she's defending a child. She flog you for bringing shame to the house. Then she flog you for correction before she tell the other man, hey, Mama Chinedu, sorry, not children, I know. But at least, no parent wants children to bring disgrace to them. So, the fact that there is a relationship between Bobrisky, a known cross-dresser, who in some instances he said in one video that he likes doggy. And the contextual narrative of that statement didn't suggest that he is the one giving the doggy, but it was more like he is the one accepting the doggy. So, clearly, if you add bits and pieces of narrative from one video and that video, you put them together, this is a self-confessed homo. If I am a father, I wouldn't even be happy that my child has a relationship with such a character. So you should be even angry at your son for having a relationship with a questionable character as Bobrisky in the first place. This is Africa. We have our value that is strictly designed under the concept of morality. Our forefathers, great-grandfathers, respected the dignity of the womanhood. They taught our sisters how to close their legs, how to dress properly, how to dress their breasts, how to behave, how to respect. Never in my history or in my existence did I have the notion that our parents taught us to see our manhood or femalehood less dignifying to the extent that we have to cross gender to assume the gender of the opposite sex. Never. I've never seen that. So that I have a child that will bring a friend, that was the one of the one, maybe as my most times my son brings his friend to come and watch English Premier League in my house. Then one of them will just come and say, good morning, sir. Good evening, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I say, sir, I go first shout for you. What the boss say? What the boss say? Obaro, where did you know this? Oh yeah, leave this house now. Now I'll be worried because for my son to be associated with a character like this, the first principle of show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are will crop into my head. Clearly, there will be the suspicion whether my son does it. I've been allowed to talk. And that will be a great problem because I didn't give birth to a child that has a penis that will be attracted to the yash of somebody else. That is unacceptable to me. I cannot accept that. Or give birth to a girl who, rather than accept brick inside her vagina, will be turned off by the sight of penis. Never. I have a daughter. Your job is to go and get married and provide for me beautiful grandchildren. And that can only happen with interaction of Bekus and Bola. I have a son. Go and get married. Don't laugh. Oh, this is not a laughing man. I have a son that should go and get married and interact his Bola with Bekus and give me grandchildren. What is all this rubbish? What is our society turning into? So, I think I've said so much. The long and short of it is that this defamation character, this defamation line, this defamation route that Falana is towing can only, yes, you might injure a very dark man. You can, because you know the ropes of a corrupt system of the judiciary. So yes, you can twist everything. As a learned son, the judge might say, okay, this is our, and then they will look the other way. But at the end of the day, you might win the courts, but you can never win the popular opinion of Nigerians. Leave very dark man alone. In fact, when I saw that video, I thought very dark man was going to make a statement, but he was matured. He was very, very matured. Because I know, say, we from Edo and Delta, we know they carry last. He was very matured. But if Falana is more matured and has seen that video, he will know that that guy, don't push him to a point where he will realize that he has nothing to lose. And when he gets to that point, yeah, now you go lose. Oh, persuade already dirty body for ground, no go mind, but in shed dirty rich. Now you want wear agbada, white agbada, you won't go 5% already sit down for ground. Eh? There's one adage in Robo and the omotoki doto over kopako. That's a PQA sit down for ground. You know they stand up for elders, elder come and sit down. Because he's already, I don't know. So the lines are open, you can call in. The line to call in again is +234 901 565 4732. Only WhatsApp call. +234 901 565 4732. +234 901 565. So that's a like, it's only WhatsApp. Let me hear your call. Those who sabi law too, let me hear your own perspective. Do you think it would be wise for Falana to drag VDM to court? If he eventually takes VDM to court, what do you think will likely be the outcome? Taking note of the fact that we have a very, very only WhatsApp. Please, only WhatsApp. Only WhatsApp call. Don't call.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. I'm good, sir. Well done, sir.
People know they hear. Only WhatsApp call. Hold on a second.
All right. Let me go to WhatsApp. Let me save the number and go to WhatsApp and call
No,
you.
we can hear you now. You're already here.
You can hear me very well.
Yes.
So what I see on that interview, I watched it yesterday night. I was so pissed off. You cannot just come to national television and start bragging, boasting because you are a son or whatever.
What?
I've been living with white people for 21 years now. I left Nigeria at my teenage age. I live in Italy.
Hold on.
When I travel to Italy, there hasn't been by land. Then I travel by air. I traveled when I was 18. Now I'm 45. I traveled at my tender age, although I was an adult, not just knowing so many things before I traveled. That man would have act like that. I've lived overseas with white people like that. I've seen things here. I see the way law goes here. It's not the way they are taking it in Nigeria. You cannot just come online as a lawyer and you'll be bragging. Even a president. Do you see in Italy where I live, there was a time here Berlusconi messed up. The law messed him up drastically. They messed Berlusconi up. You cannot just come online and be bragging like when your son that is the one that called Bobrisky. How can you tell me that voice note is AI? What is he saying? I've stood here. I've done this here. I know how it is. I know how it works.
Let me tell you what an AI does. Because where Nigerians are so fascinated about terminologies and technologies, and AI is at. Oh, hold on. Hello. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, this is Cam Prince. I'm calling from Canada.
Okay. Are you calling from Canada or Canada?
Canada.
Which one be Canada? You are calling from Canada, right?
he talks with deep tongue, deep tongue, deep tongue. That's why you
Oh
don't
yeah, okay.
understand that,
What's your
because
contribution to the
Nigerian
show?
English is quite different from the ones we speak overseas.
What I want to say is there is nobody that tries a rattle and win.
Okay.
Nobody. Evidence not show say very dark man did not defame Falana.
Yeah.
Very dark man was simply asking a question, and he even made a statement that I cannot believe this.
Yeah.
Which means he did not defend him. This one, that's just another opportunity for a very dark man in lawyer to be elevated, and the Falana family will go down to dust.
Not so.
This is another opportunity for Falana's family to get down to dust, because their name will be robbed in corruption and in fiducious things. And even that fast, if you not take time, he career will end because of all this kind cho. If you not take time, he career will end because of all the cho.
Not so.
Because if you have to go into details, you see, say all your followers, they will unfollow you, because if you don't know, say more than half of your followers, that rattle gang, they fit bring it fame down within 1 second. 1 second, they fit bring it fame down. So I didn't even want to talk. All the rattle gang, we will not go for all the pages the way they talk nonsense about VDM. Bring the pages down.
We'll do that at a point in time. At a point in time, we'll do that. We'll do that. What we learn overseas, we'll bring it to Nigeria.
Now your pidgin English sweet, so they speak pidgin English. You know, see your mate they speak. You know, see your mate they speak pidgin English. As you hear pidgin English, you know the sweet. You carry cap wear for head. See fine pidgin English. Now, my friend, but please make you speak more, so I will hear you speak better pidgin English.
Yeah, you can't understand. Somebody will want to give his life for the poor masses. Somebody will want to see, they don't decide they won't die because of the poor masses. Somebody will refuse endorsement. It is try to make the poor masses get a voice in a country where they don't have a voice. And some few miscreant them. They just gather and they want to bring it down. I am telling you, very dark man has won this case, even without the judgment yet. He don't already win. And anybody will want to make it win, let them go to court. I like the rattle. The rattle never back down. We will never back down.
That's
that battle will go. Let's go to that court. Let's stand in front of that judge.
That's why I tell you, Falana, say. That's why I tell you,
forget something. Let me just have it.
Hold on. That's why they
all
tell
these,
Falana, say.
All these people.
Hold on. Maybe our brother talk too. Let's give this our brother to
all these people where they proceed and be signed and whatever for Nigeria, they don't even know what is law. They've not been to court. When let them come to court overseas and see what is happening here. Nobody's above anybody. Nobody's above any country. You are bragging, you will take him to court for defamation. What is defamation? What do they even know about defamation of character? They are much. They tell me, you don't do things like this. I know you understand Nigeria. That's why I have so many friends here now. They said they are not coming home again. Nigeria is disgusting. It's disgusting. Our country is disgusting. Things we don't believe they happen on earth is what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria is disgusting. It's just that I'm the kind of person I love home. I love Nigeria. I like to come to Nigeria. I'm almost 4 times in a year. I love Nigeria because that was where I was born and bred. I love Nigeria. But the way we are seeing it now, the way we are seeing it now.
Make I ask you one question.
Yes, sir.
This issue of homo where the Western world want to introduce it to Africa. What's your take? I mean, they use the word homo, not talk and pass homo because of Facebook policy.
All right. My takes on homo in Africa, when I was going, when me and they grow up, I heard they said anybody that practices such act in Nigeria is 14 years imprisonment. But I don't know why Brisk is so special that nobody can touch him. Shame. I'm calling shame.
Shame, man.
That is the problem I'm seeing there. The law, is it for some persons or for everybody? Because the way they are doing it now, very soon, I think many young kids that are seeing it, even when people are doing it, they cannot do them anything. They will start practicing it.
Of course now.
Even in overseas, even in overseas here where I live, they still hide it at times. They
This
still
one
hide it at times. But I don't really
so
understand in
this
Nigeria
our
or
brother
not.
from US. Are you still there? Hello.
Yes, I'm still here.
So
Yes, I'm still here. What I just wanted to contribute was they forgot that the rapper gang has not brought out the second audio that even implicate them and the real names were being mentioned. They will all be disgraced in court. Don't worry yourself. They will be disgraced and too. They are just doing all this blah 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 so that the second audio should come out and they want to create a better defense. But they be shocked, say the second audio has not come out, and then they are all shocked. They all did their interviews and did their cho. It's a provocation, say make him bring out the second audio, need to see if they can go or not. They have not gone to anywhere yet. They are still making cho, and they are afraid because they don't know the content of the second audio.
Please, what's the hello, my friend. Hello, please, what's the meaning of cho? Can I get a full meaning of cho?
Talking too much. Talking too much. Blabbing.
Cho is like they will go here and talk this, go here and talk this, go here and talk
blabbing
this.
Blabbing here and there, talking too much.
So
that is cho.
So cho is a word that describes a man that says baselessly anywhere he goes.
Baseless talk. Just sit down and be saying whatsoever that come out from his mouth without thinking of how it will implicate him or how it will react, how other persons will react to it.
They use advanced dictionary. Just put that for Michael West dictionary for secondary school. When they look for secondary school, they bring professor.
If I begin speaking Italian now, many people will not understand what I'm saying. That's why. So no problem, sir. I'm in my business place.
What do they sell for them?
I'm a business owner. I sell different stuff.
What is this? What do you advertise your business now for free?
They are not. Yes, a supermarket. Yeah.
Okay, well done. Thanks for being on the show.
All right, well done, sir. Well done, sir. They should leave VDM alone. VDM is the only truthful person I've never seen in Nigeria. Okay, so if you say anything I put to VDM, we will come. Waiting will learn about Nigeria.
Statement. Okay, it's okay. You from US, do you have a closing statement?
No, let me just go to work. I'm already close. Bye for now.
Okay, so thank you. So,
all right, bye.
Okay, thanks, sir. So,
yeah,
the truth here is this. We are in a... Somebody's calling. Hello, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, I'm Kajo I'm calling from Cameroon.
Not the guy on the screen, the guy on the WhatsApp.
I'm calling from the...
You are calling from where?
From Cameroon.
Hello? Hey, Benicio, how you doing now? What's your contribution to the show, madam?
Yes, first of all, I want to commend you. You're doing a great job. Your intellectual sagacity cannot be unparalleled. I want to comment about VDM. Falana, he has been the father to everybody. I think he's building his people by pursuing VDM. VDM is not it shouldn't be a case in this matter.
I wonder.
The voice, that voice wasn't VDM's own. The voice of that recording, that is Bobrisky. Is Bobrisky above the law? Why are they not talking about Bobrisky? I was crime reporter, although I work in a university now. I was crime reporter and judicial reporter for many years. Falana knows that boy has no case. And if they allow him to open the other one, the one with him, I'm telling you, Ogago Amaki, that will be the end of Falana and his family. So Falana should respect himself and drop whatever charges he has against the VDM. He should go with Bobrisky. Bob, he has a case with Bobrisky. I know with VDM, sir. So this is my contribution. Sir. I'm standing, I am speaking on behalf of all women, of all mothers, that whoever is against VDM, God is against them.
How many children you get?
I have 2, and there's 6 others that are adopted.
Boy, they are among them.
Yes, boy, they are among them. Yes, sir.
I hope say they are bola the rice for front of woman.
5-5, sir.
I beg.
5-5, sir.
Let us first settle. Let's settle that one first.
On behalf of all mothers, on behalf of whoever is against VDM, God is against them. And their ways will be dark and slippery. That boy is doing a great job. The job meant of security apparatus, that boy is doing it. And he's not being commended. Oga, let Falana go and sleep. Fast and Falana is father, they should go and sleep. Otherwise, they will incur the wrath of women in Nigeria. All mothers will come out. I'm telling you, all mothers will come out and swear for him. Let him leave VDM alone.
Abi.
Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you, sir. God bless you, sir.
Thank you. My only happiness is all your sons now then get natural bola, so we are good with that.
Sir?
I say all your sons when you get now they get natural bola. They are not bobris. They are bobristilized.
I am a 52-year-old woman. As I'm talking to you, VDM is my profile picture.
Oh, that's very good. Clap for yourself.
I will screenshot it and send it to your WhatsApp. It's my profile picture.
Okay, now.
His picture is on my profile.
Thank you.
So thank you very much.
Thank you,
sir.
Okay, my brother, how are you? What's your name? Where are you calling from? What's your name and where are you starting from?
Okay, my name is Christopher. I'm calling for United Kingdom, Manchester.
Hold on. You said what?
My name is Christopher. I'm calling from United Kingdom, Manchester.
Okay, how you doing now?
Fine, yo. First of all,
how the show be now? You take your apple for Nigeria?
Yeah, they see. First of all, let me start for thanking you for always stand up for the truth. No matter anything, no matter insult you receive, you always stand for the truth. Even during the election, 2023 election, you stand for the truth. You stand in the side of the people.
I bet just we make this woman talk. Let's do it. Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello?
Lagos State.
Okay, you said you were from who? Your name again from Lagos State?
Simon from Lagos State.
Okay, Simon from Lagos State. Quickly, what's your contribution to the show?
My contribution to the show is that what Falana is saying, I don't understand the Falana point of view up till now.
He's saying that his son is innocent and that Vivian should write an apology letter to him. The type that is cute, the type that he will accept.
The way I'm seeing that the man is not a true human being.
So continue, my brother.
Okay, so let me thank you for that, and I sincerely thank you. So in terms of this BVN issue, let us be realistic here. Now, I am not inside of anyone. I am only inside of the people. And anywhere in the Bible, they say anywhere people where that's where God is. Now, the same BVN, Falana are represented BVN before on court. In the court.
So what's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ireland here, Dublin. Dublin.
Hold on, let's chat with the one on WhatsApp first. Are you the one calling from London, the one on WhatsApp?
I am calling from Ireland, Dublin.
Michael from Edo State, sir.
Okay, so please, quickly, 1 minute, your contribution.
All right, sir. I really love what you do. I've been following you for a very long time, even from your old accounts. So a quick one, a little contribution I want to share here. It's a great thing to have people like you that still exist in that nation. I'm not trying to buy soup on your table, but what I'm trying to say to you, the good work you guys are doing, and I'm really like me and some other good Nigerians in diaspora, we really commend you guys' effort for what you guys are doing. But the problem is this: I some time ago we do read some book that called Things Fall Apart. Once upon a time, Nigeria was a great nation. Those are the things that we used to know. But these days, I don't really know what is going on in that nation. Nigeria is not working. The system is not working. Where in every other place in the world, you can tell where they call law, equity, and order. Hello, sir. So Nigeria judiciary system is the cause of this problem we have today. All right. So if Nigeria system, we don't allow GAY to exist in our system. Okay. So I don't understand what we are practicing. We are so hypocritical. All Nigerians, including in fact almost all Nigerians. All right. The case of Grand Nav regarding a very dark man is not just a problem. Right from time, Nigeria judiciary system is not working. Look at the case of the president. We know what we all contributed. But anytime you hear your opinion, you say your opinion, they will say because your person or your political party is not in the system. That's why you guys are trying to disrupt the Mr. President's system. But the problem is this: Nigeria system is not working. It's not working. With what this case with very dark man is so glaring, even to the blind man can tell where this case is going. All right. So I don't really regard anyone like we don't worship name in England. All right. Once you have no one is agree about the law.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Let's we have other people that wants to speak. Let's the man from Dublin. Let's hear your contribution. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Andy, and I'm calling from Ireland, Dublin here. I want to commend you for this time that you've taken so far to make sure people hear the voice of the people here and everywhere in the world. Thank you so much. God bless you. Actually, this whole situation, I'm so surprised that as great as Falana, he's not looking into the main situation. It's not all about VDM. This young man happened to brought us something that most people cannot even do. I myself am not courageous enough to do such. But he stood and brought these things out. Let's talk about what he has brought out, which is the problem: the corruption, the corruption in that whole area. I expect him as a father to put, because if you go back and listen to the words of VDM, the young man actually spoke some words and later came back and said, "With due respect, sir, I am not defaming. I'm not saying things against you." He never said anything. As far as I'm concerned, I've gone over and over to watch and to listen to that main broadcast again. He never said anything against Falana and his family. What he listened is what he said out. And we all listened to the tape. And we knew that voice was his voice. Definitely. But because this is Nigeria, corruption is at the hybrid and they just do whatever they think they can do. But this is so clear. Everyone is watching and everyone is looking. I expect him as a father to let down that, because that's not the issue. The issue is the fact that this man pointed some things out, which is very glaring. This man in concern, Bobrisky, never went to jail. He said it with his own mouth. And the money he gave to the EFCC as well, too. All those things, he never came out to say it. He at least, even at the last end, this same man, VDM, came out and still apologized to him again. VDM came back and apologized to him again, over and over. Like I saw one post today, he was saying, "I will prostrate before him if I see him." He said, "I will go on the floor because it's my father." But the case is not my case. This case is about what the problem is that we all saw. And he said that
let's do you have anything to add to the other guy from UK? You?
No, yeah. What I try to say is that according to what I will just add a little. What this my brother is saying here is truth, but the main problem here now is the government. What Falana tried to do is to clear his name, is to wash his name out. But we have to look the bigger picture. The bigger picture is the government. Yeah. What is the government doing to EFCC now? Haven't heard anything from EFCC that collect 15 million.
Yeah, there's a people among us. Let us hear the contribution of a female. Madam, where are you calling? What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Zube. I'm calling from USA.
Okay, madam. Your
So what I
contribution.
want to say is, the things say Falana will say, thank you VDM for bringing this thing to limelight, because they could have released it and the audio would have been circulating. So, but VDM brought it to limelight. I thought this would have said, oh, thank you for bringing this thing out. But Brisky, come and explain yourself. But that thing where they talk, say they look person with bombastic side eye. That's how they look them. Because I was expecting them to help VDM for being too bold to bring it up. And I don't understand them. I really don't understand them. I'm just looking at them somehow.
It's so unfortunate, madam. Very, very unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. Hello?
Everything line.
Okay, go ahead. You were talking before.
Yeah,
Wow,
so I think everything now lie in the hand of government. A serious government that interested in fighting corruption and crime.
Another woman is talking to us. I always like giving women chance to speak. Madam, what's your name and where are you calling?
My name is Blessing and I'm calling from UK.
Okay.
Yeah. First of all, I want to thank you for the work you're doing. I've been following you for a while, and the intelligence that you exhibit. The only thing I wanted to contribute in this matter is the Falana. I think they're just trying to intimidate VDM to divert from the main issue on ground. Because the main issue on ground is the corruption here that has engulfed our country, Nigeria. So they need to be focused, because I think what the Falana are doing is just to divert the people, not to approach the main issue. I think they have something to cover up themselves.
Definitely,
because if they're not, like they said, guilty conscience hears no accusation. If they don't have anything off their sleeves, they should let this issue die. Because when VDM actually broadcast that video, he was playing what Bobrisky played on the tape. He said, he made a statement and said, I don't want to believe. That's what he said. When it was, he said, I don't want to believe. He didn't really say, I'm believing the tape. He said, I don't want to believe what I'm hearing from this tape. It was clear. It was very clear.
Okay, madam. Thank you. Let's give the room for madam. Before you go, you have children?
Yeah, I do have children. I have 6 kids. Yeah.
There are boys?
3 boys, 3 girls.
Okay, so you don't confirm, say, then they straight, Abby?
Of course they are. Of course, I will never accept that. Of course,
they stand where they see woman, Abby.
Yeah, Bobrisky is a disgrace.
Yeah, we thank God. That's all I want. That's all I want to hear.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
So the man from Dublin, please, let's hear your contribution.
Yeah, you see, we happen to come from a country where certain things are not accepted. Like the path Bobrisky represents is not accepted in my culture as a Nigerian. And so we shouldn't allow other Western culture to overtake us. We shouldn't allow things to come on board when we know even the Constitution of Nigeria do not support it. So it's a shame to see that things like this are happening and certain people are pressing it down. Knowing fully well that we all have children. And if this happened to one of your child, I wonder how you will react as someone who is pressing the situation down. But I don't know why things like this don't even happen to them, so that we will know if they feel the same way we feel as human beings. Things are not supposed to be done wrongly. And this is one man who stood. I so much love VDM for the fact that he's one man who stands on his words. When he says his words, he never go back to it again, because I think he's born to do it. I'm happy because Nigerians are beginning to be aware of certain things right now. And we're all watching this situation. Whatever way they are playing it, I think Falana